Lorenzo Lucca is a red. Welcome to your Breaking Forest transfer news. Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome to your Breaking Forest transfer news, where finally some incomings are coming Forest way. Coming up, I'll talk you through the details. I'll talk you through all the umming and ahhing that Lorenzo has had. And we'll talk about an injury potentially for tonight as well. So make sure you've hit the like button. Make sure you've subscribed. Make sure you check out OK Jerseys, where you can get your football tops for 15 quid. And now, if you use code FFTV15, you'll get 15% extra for a limited time. So scan this QR code or click on the link that's pinned in the comments. All right, the dance between Lucca and Forest has finally come to a conclusion. Romano has gone to social medias and he has said, Lorenzo Lucca to Nottingham Forest, here we go. Loan deal from Napoli for initial €1 million fee. Buy option clause not mandatory, which is important. We'll talk about in a second. Worth up to a €40 million package. Lucca set to travel today to England to join Forest. Now, just a couple of other things I want to bring you up to date on. So this has also been confirmed by Nicolas Kira, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Forest and Napoli are confident to finalize Lucca's transfer deal on a €1 million loan with the option to buy at €35 million. The striker has opened the door to Forest, who are now waiting for the final green light to plan medicals and travel. So this is done. Now, this was back and forth for a couple of days. Over the last 48 hours, Lucca has been saying that, or his representatives have been saying that he wanted to stay in Serie A. But in the last 24 hours, be it that Edu or Marinakis or whoever has got on the phone to him and convinced him about Premier League, and joining a Premier League team is better than a Serie A team placed in 19th, made a lot of sense. Now, there were also a couple of other Premier League clubs sniffing around for him, but the pull of the two stars was enough to get this over the line. We will do a full scout report on him and a full breakdown of what he can provide to Forest. Quick highlights for you. He's 6'7". He's an absolute lamppost, man. Really tall. He's played 16 games for Napoli, scored 1 goal. Where he was hot was when he was at Pisa, the Leaning Tower of Pisa club, where he was scoring lots of goals for them. And he is a Sean Dyche player. Let's not beat around the bush. This is the exact profile that Sean Dyche wants. So he will probably be registered. Now we're saying it's going to be tight. He needs to be registered. Actually, Forest playing Sunday. So I think we'll be okay. He should be okay for the Brentford game. Now, why does this then become important? Because of the injury news we're hearing. And I think I just said we'll do a whole scout report on him and give you guys all the lowdown on him. So this is... Look, my annoyance with this transfer hasn't been that it's Lucca. As I said to you guys, look, he's not my style of striker, but I'm not judging him until he's put the Forest shirt on and I've seen a few games and everything else. I do have my reservations about him. I can't lie to you guys. Okay, he missed an absolute sitter the other day when playing for Napoli. But anyway, loads of players miss sitters, right? I don't know if I want to see Forest going in this direction of play style. But when you got Sean Dyche at the helm, there's only one direction you're going in. What's important about it for me, more than anything, is that it's a loan deal. So if he flops, there's no obligation. We're not going to see the Douglas Luiz style, oh crap, we got to sub him off at 45 minutes because we don't want to trigger an obligation. This is use him as much as you want and then make your decision at the end of the season. And for £1 million, or €1 million, should I say, it's an absolute bargain. Now, the main issue I have with it is that Forest have done a Spurs here. So, and what do I mean by that? Spurs sold Brennan Johnson to Crystal Palace before they'd got a replacement lined up. And then the next match, Kudos went and got injured. And therefore, Spurs were suddenly very short at right wing when it came to that position. In my opinion, Forest have done the same thing here. We let Kalimuendo go a couple of weeks ago. He's starting to score at Frankfurt. We know Taiwo isn't even registered for the Europa League squad. We know Taiwo's done, basically. Chris Wood injured, which left us with one striker up front in Igor Jesus that would be available for tonight's game. And the problem with doing it this way round is that Igor Jesus could be injured for tonight's game. Now, in Sean Dyche's presser yesterday, he says he's picked up a knock. He has, contrary to rumours that were going around yesterday where they said Jesus had been left behind, Jesus has travelled with Forest, according to Sean Dyche, and that they will be assessing him today to see if they can get him over the line. Now, with the news of Lucca coming in, I was thinking maybe they'd just put Ndoye up front like we saw for the last 10 minutes against Arsenal. But with the news of this signing now, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, screw it, let's risk Jesus, and if he breaks down, then we got Lucca coming in, which I don't agree with personally. We shouldn't have put ourselves in a position like this in the first place. But I have no more intel or information on Jesus. Is he fully fit or not for tonight? We're just going to have to wait and see what the team sheet says. Ryan Yates is back. He's fully fit and ready to go. He was part of the presser. By the way, that presser was one of the most awkward presses I've ever seen in my life. All the questions were done in Portuguese, and you had Dyche and Yates just sitting there like this, and then Dyche doing his nose thing. He was back to doing it. But anyway, that aside, this game tonight is extremely important. It's a shame that Lucca isn't available for it. Now, Forest, I believe, will be able to register him because he played in the Champions League for Napoli, not Europa League. But it may not be till after the group stages where Forest can switch it out. So don't expect him in our next game against Ferencváros. So let's see how tonight goes. We do have the watch along for you. We'll kick that off at about 7:30. We'll go through the team sheet. We'll see the big news. Is Jesus in or out? If he's out, I do worry how we're going to score the goals because we have no other strikers to back us up. But back to the main headline, and it is that Lucca is a here we go. Forest have finally done some business. I like the deal. I really like the deal because, again, maybe we still don't have Sean Dyche come the summer and this player won't be quite required. Or maybe Lucca just bangs it out and hopefully scores in a shed load of goals. You know, if we're crossing the ball in 52 times, at least you got someone who's 6'7" in there who's going to reach up above the likes of O'Brien and Tarkowski and all those guys and head them in. I hope him. Let's see how it happens. But it's a good deal because we're not committed to it. So get your thoughts in. Are you happy about Lucca? I'll see you guys tonight at 7:30 on the watch along. Please like, subscribe, and that hype thing, whatever it is. And we'll see you tonight. Come on, you Reds.